Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we roll along in our 20th year on the air. And appreciate Terry Denham from Mojo Outdoors before us talking waterfowl, talking spinning wing decoys, talking about their big giveaway that they have with Mojo Outdoors on their Instagram account. I got an email recently. We tried to work some things out to get this next gentleman on the show with us. You know, we're very varied on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Ron Wong is sitting here right now. He's
Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
He can't wait to get out to fish. I know that for a fact. So, but we're talking a little bit of hunting on today's show, and I just discovered that the next guest was one of the founders of Ameristep, and I know a lot of you listeners out there to Outdoors with Larry Ray over the last 20 years have heard that name before. Well, Bob Ransom sold that company in 2012. He is now the owner of Primal Brands out of Littleton, Colorado, and it's always good to talk anything stand-wise, ground blinds. He's also, and we have talked many times about this, he's also the president of the Tree Stand Manufacturers Association, and that is Bob Ransom. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. How are you today, Larry? How are you, Ron?
We're doing very well,
We're doing good. We're ready to let you roll, buddy, because if anybody knows anything about deer stands, deer equipment, anything like that, it's Bob Ransom. And Bob, I know that when you took over this thing 30 years now, and you're now part owner of Primal Tree Stands, a company focused on true ladders, stand innovations. What I like about that, you guys have come out with a grip jaw, the stabilizer truss system, and you also said you are Scorpio. So we'll let you roll with that, Bob. I can tell you.
I appreciate that, Larry.
So let's.
I guess to describe Primal Tree Stands to you, we make lots of different items, ground blinds, all sorts of hunting accessory equipment. But our claim to fame is the truss and jaw system for a ladder.
It is.
And
yes.
I think hunting from elevation, I think as our hunting population grows a little bit older, you know, it used to be that if somebody was an archer, they would not hunt from a ladder stand. I did when I first got into archery many years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
But, you didn't hunt from a ladder.
No. But you guys have brought around revolutionized the way a lot of us, even at my age, have grown up hunting and realized the technology now is so fast and so different. When you took over this, when you sold Ameristep back in 2012, and then you got involved with Primal Brands, what's some of the you've talked about the stabilizer truss system? That to me was a revolutionary idea, and I don't know how long it took you to formulate that, but since then, you know, you keep coming up now that this new stands up ladder aid. I looked at that thing. You're all about safety, right?
That is correct. And I think there's some real safety features that come with hunting from a ladder.
Yes.
It's once you install it, it's very quick and easy to get up in, very quiet. But it's safe.
Yes.
It's safe. You know, when you're getting up in the morning in the dark, you're coming down in the evening in the dark. It's a lot easier to get up and down on a ladder than it is, quite frankly, any other form of hunting from elevation, other than maybe a box blind.
Yes. And I mean, I'm assuming that's why you're so heavily involved in the Tree Stand Manufacturers Association. I know those guys. I've had them on this show. We're in right now. We're getting ready to crank up. The archery season is rolling just about in our area. And there's so many new bow hunters out there with new equipment, whether it's the crossbow or whether it's just the regular recurve of the compound. You can't buy something on a Friday night. Well, I guess you can. You can buy a new bow on Friday night and get in the stand on Saturday morning, but you better not do it. It's just like, Ron, you talk about this. You buy a new boat on Friday. Do you jump in the water on it on Friday afternoon or Saturday morning?
I would hope not. No, I wouldn't do it. you need to be checked out on it.
There you go. Yes.
And with a bow, a brand new bow, there's no way you can say, okay, I'm ready to go hunting tomorrow morning. You've got to have a little bit of practice. You got to understand how it reacts and what it does, so that you can make the adjustments so you can become good at it.
And Bob, you agree with that, don't you? I mean,
100%, 100%.
And you guys are in that. So tell me about what makes the new stands up ladder aid an important addition to your product line.
Well, what the stands up ladder aid does is it will anchor the bottom of the ladder at the ground level.
Yes.
And you'd assemble your ladder laid out on the ground, and you'd put your bottom rung into the stands up ladder aid, and that's going to hold the bottom of it. And then you and another person can walk the ladder right up against the tree, and that's going to hold it stable, and it's going to make it safe. Now, that's the stands up ladder aid. We also use that very same system with a block and pulley, that if you had a truck or a four-wheeler or a UTV, you can use the stands-up ladder aid with our rope and pulley system. And, when you've got those great big two-man ladder stands with full platforms,
yes,
they can be very challenging to put up. And those two items that I just mentioned, the stands-up ladder aid and the stands-up ladder hoist, will allow you to put up those ladders very safely.
Yes, we have all put up ladders before, I mean, some of us have put up too many ladders, and some of us have never gotten up a ladder anymore. I mean, so ideas like this, Bob, I mean, this is not something you guys came up last month. Explain the process when you guys come out with a product like this. What does it go through before you guys put it on the shelf?
Well, we develop new products by committee.
By committee, okay.
So we've got a roundtable of people that have been spending their whole lives hunting, and we get together and we brainstorm and we come up with our ideas, and we've known what's been out there forever and ever, and that's a lot like coming up with the truss and jaw system.
Yes, yeah.
What's nice about we have a truss and jaw system that's innovative technology for the ladder. And what that does is when you put the ladder up against your tree, at the very top by your seat, there's a jaw. And the jaw is engaged. Once you lay the ladder up against the tree, you engage the jaw. You ratchet the jaw tight with a ratchet before you ever ascend the tree.
Yes.
So you've got a point of connection. Now, it also comes with crisscross straps and all that good stuff, because you want to be as safe as possible. But the trusted jaw system is our claim to fame. And you've got this jaw that you engage at ground level, and the truss system, the cable truss system eliminates the conventional stabilizer bar. You've got a ladder. Yeah. You've got to have the tree that parallels the ladder.
Yeah.
And so you can get that good connection. Well, a lot of times when you're on the edge of a field, you're on a river bottom, in the swamp, where you want to hunt, you can't find a straight tree.
No, it's hard to find a straight tree. Or you may spend too much time looking for a straight tree, and the deer walks by you while you're looking for a straight tree. Those things. I've got to ask you, Bob, is this what little Bob Ransom wanted to do when he's growing up? I ask that to all my guests, so don't think I'm being crazy. But are you where you wanted to be, involved in the outdoor industry and things like this?
100%. 100%. I started trapping in the second grade.
Come on.
So I made a great living throughout the elementary school back in the day when fur brought some money in.
Yes.
That was my passion. My passion was to be outdoors, and I figured I needed to figure out a way to make a living hunting, and I did it, and I absolutely love it. And that is exactly what little Bob Ransom wanted to do since he was, a little guy.
So have you grown up in that Michigan area where you live now, Bob? Is that pretty well your home grounds?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so the opportunity to become part of the Primal's tree stand, was that something that jumped out at you? Because I know you had so many years of success with Ameristep. So Is that what you wanted to do when that came?
It is. I worked for the company that bought us for a couple of years.
I thought you did.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I did nothing for a couple of years, and I about went out of my mind.
Oh,
and
I can't imagine.
I got back into it with a supplier of mine.
Yeah.
And we started Primal Tree Stands.
Amazing. Oh, well, the name itself. Now, who come up with that name? As Ron will know, I'm a big on fishing colors, lures, and names. And Primal was a name that I could understand a Maristep. Primal. Now, what does that stand for?
That's just the primitive way of putting food on the table.
That's it. Yeah. It had to be that and everything. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, Bob. Again, folks, give them information, Bob, where they can go to find out more about these great products that you have.
PrimalTreeStands.com.
It's that simple, folks. Primal, Primal, treestands.com. You can go to LR Outdoors, my website, find out the same information. This man knows tree stands. This man is involved in safety. And when you're the president of the Tree Stand Manufacturers Association, you better put safety first, and Bob does. Hey, Bob, thank you for being with us. Thanks, Stephanie Mallory, for setting this up, and Dylan Wright, your sales coordinator. And we'll stay in touch, okay, man? All right?
Have a great day.
Same to you.
Guys.
All right, Bob. Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye.
Yep. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Man, we have rolled through this.
Yes, we have.
2 more segments to go. We're going to Blue Bank Resort.
I love that place.
Can't wait to go. And we're going to talk butterflies.
Good food.
I'm going to talk butterflies, and he's talking good. Butterfly steak, maybe. Okay. All right, we'll be right back.